Hey guys, what's up? This is Emmy and Basis, and I want to talk about the Flintstones tonight. Should they make another Flintstone series, or should they just leave it where it's at? Because that's been kind of something that I've been thinking about all week. Because it's like Scooby Doo. It was good at the first, but then it started kind of sucking after Mystery Inc. came out, or Incorporated, whatever. So let's just go ahead and dive right in. So we got the Flintstones, which aired in 1990 to 1966, which is actually a pretty really good series. It starred Fred Flintstone, Wilma Flintstone, and Pebbles Flintstone. Everybody loves Dino. Come on now. Who does not love Dino? Then you got the Rubbles, Barney and Betty, and motherfucking Bam Bam. Holy shit. And of course, Mr. Slate. And then the other guy than Mr. Slate, Mr. Damn, I do not remember his name. I do not remember the other guy's name, but it's crazy. Anyways, so the show basically follows around like in the prehistoric era of when cavemen and somewhat dinosaurs and some ice age creatures kind of coexist. Because if you watch this, it'd be like, okay. And the one thing that did piss me off about the series is that they kept reusing the same background over and over again. So I was like, why? So surprisingly, there's been a lot of series. The Flintstones, the Pebbles and Bam Bam show, which actually wasn't that bad. I enjoyed it. I don't know if any other people did, but it was nice to see Pebbles and Bam Bam getting their own show as teenagers. The Flintstones Comedy Hour comedy show was okay, but I mean, it had its moments. Fred Flintstone and Friends was just basically like Yogi's Gang, pretty much. Just reruns of other shows and whatnot. The new Fred and Barney show, you could pretty much guess it's the same thing. But sorry, I'm trying to remember the show. The new Fred and Barney show. It centers more around them instead of the entire family. So, actually, Pebbles and Bebe were actually kids again in this one. They were kids back quite a bit in much of the other series. And teenagers, not so much. Fred and Barney meet the Thing from I forgot the name. But yeah, it was basically just a bunch of random old episodes that have already been done. And it was kind of stupid because I thought I'd see the other Avengers there. I mean, not Avengers, sorry. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for that. The Fantastic Four. So, that kind of pissed me off. Friend Barney meet the Shmoo. I don't know why. It's basically the same thing again. And then you have the Flintstones Comedy Hour, which is different. I'll give it that. It's a whole lot different. But it kind of failed to deliver, in my opinion. Okay, I'm going to hurry up and speed this up. The Flintstone Funnies. Basically the same thing. You just have different episodes that kind of just fall short. You have summary errors. And then you have the Flintstone Kids. Now this one is different. The Flintstone Kids. This is way before like Pebbles, Bam Bam, and all them. This is when they were kids. Kind of think like Tom and Jerry kids, but I don't know how you want to receive it. It's gonna hurt. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's funny. It's got its great moments, but it's just, in my opinion, I didn't care for it. And then, of course, you have Cave Kids, Pebbles, and Bam Bam, which they did a preschool series. That didn't last long. Now, they actually had one great movie called The Man Called Flintstone. I have seen that on Boomerang for almost every time they had it, except for where I live. They don't have Boomerang, but if I go outside of my hometown and go to like a different county or city, they pretty much have it, which sucks. So only one theatrical movie, and it actually did very well, surprisingly. So that's actually really fucking cool that they made an actual theatrical movie. so we're gonna move on to the next one. The television specials. They had a bunch of television specials, like Christmases to Halloween. They didn't overkill it like Scooby Doo and a bunch of the Yogi Bear ones, but it's actually very good because a lot of them are actually really great crossovers with a bunch of cartoons. The one I remember the most, A Flintstone Family Christmas, because believe me, I remember that, and oh, it was so good. And you have the television movies, which are pretty much the same, but to each their own. And then here comes the painful one. And I know I'm going on with the television series because they have a bunch. But I'm going to keep it short here. The live action films. I cannot believe I loved this when I was a kid. Don't get me wrong, John Goodman and Rick Moranis did a good job. Because, don't get me wrong, John Goodman, I believe, in my opinion, did a good job. Rick Moranis, not too bad, but you can only do so much. And seeing Rosie O'Donnell as Betty. Then you had another one, which basically they shove another one right up your ass. The Flintstones. And Viva Rock Vegas. Oh my god, this was so horrible. It doesn't even star any of the others great people. John Goodman and Rick Moranis aren't in this one. This one takes place in 2000. It's horrible. It's supposed to be a prequel. Well, all I can tell you is, if you want to watch this, it's going to be painful. Now, they did have a recent direct-to-video for the Flintstones. WWE Stone Age SmackDown. Excuse me, which is stupid because they already did a crossover with Scooby-Doo on the whole WWE Scooby-Doo thing. So, for the series to come back, or basically if want it revived, There was actually an attempt in 2011. Family Guy creator Seth MacFarlane was going to revive the series for the Fox network, with the first episode airing in 2013, but the Fox president read the pilot script. He liked it, but he didn't love it. MacFarlane chose to abandon the work rather than restarting it. The program has been indefinitely delayed from its 2013 date of airing. So, since the Flintstones have ran for a long time, there has not been a series in a long time. Don't get me wrong, the last full series that actually ran for a long time was the Flintstone Kids. Pebbles and Bam Bam does not count. A television special, the last one, or movies, whichever you want to call them, was the Flintstones on the Rocks. The live action movie we'll not talk about. And the direct to video, it's gone. So, I'm afraid of Seth MacFarlane doing this. After seeing Family Guy, American Dad, The Cleveland Show for so long, it's kind of like his writing skills, everything has gone downhill because it just stopped being funny. Like I said with Scooby-Doo, it just stops. Because you can only have so much creativity for so long. So I'm 50% yes, 50% no. So for the yes part, I'm going to say, yeah, I would love to see the Flintstones come back, definitely. Because I would love to see how it would be in this era, this generation. I'm not saying like bring it into the 21st century, because they did do a Flintstones and the Jetsons crossover, which I'll be talking about Jetsons later on, probably tomorrow. But I do think that I would love to see the Flintstones being made in this era and see how things go. And I would love to see Pebbles and Bam Bam be teenagers or adults again and having another series or growing up in that series. So that's be my opinion on that. But then the other part for no, where I disagree on it, is because I'm afraid of how long they're going to take the series, how they're going to try to modernize it way too much, have the wrong people to do the voices. It puts up a lot of red flags because you don't want to destroy something that's been kind of like a baby to you, basically. Because it's honestly scary. Because look where they put SpongeBob and all this crap. It was so good at first. Now it's not even funny. It sucks. So I'm kind of afraid of it at the same time, but I'd love to see them at least give it a chance, per se. Now, for another movie, not another live action. I think the first one, it's not that good, but yeah, just stick with it. Just stick with it. I'd love to see like just one more Christmas special. Well, no. I don't want to run that. I don't know. I mean, maybe like another crossover with another old television show that they haven't done in a while. The Jetsons was amazing. But maybe something different. Who knows? Just have to wait and see if time will tell. So that's my opinion on the situation. Let me know what you think in the comments below. So anyways, alright guys, this is Emmy and Basis. I talked into or ranted about what would happen if the Flintstones came back and everything else. So hope you all have a good day or night when you're watching this. Thank you.